Salagadoola, menchikaboola, bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se perd sur sa bouche, voilà le portrait sans retouche de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, que ça me fait quelque chose.
They were to heal but kill.
تمام شور و عشق زندگی رو از من گرفتن. به چه جرمی؟ به چه جرمی؟
In the 1980s, the French sold Iran factor 8 medication.
آیا اونا میدونن در اثر اون دارو فرزندانی متولد شدن که اون فرزندان ایدز داشتن و الان توی قبرستون در حقیقت خوابیدن؟
من جلوم ذره ذره بچم آب شد، نتونستم کاری براش بکنم.
They were trusted, but they betrayed. Has justice been done?
متهم اصلی این پرونده آقای فابیوس است که الان وزیر امور خارجه فرانسه هست.
Lethal medicine of French Souvenir.
The Sanofi Pasteur company in France says it is willing to talk about its past activities, which cost the lives of 250 Iranians. In the early 1980s, the company was called the Marian Institute and supplied HIV-contaminated blood for the treatment of haemophiliacs in France. And supplied HIV-contaminated blood for the treatment of haemophiliacs in France. Although it had stopped selling such blood by 1986 in France, reports in the French press show the company continued to export contaminated blood to Iran, West Germany, Iraq, Argentina, Saudi Arabia and Italy.
Dans certains pays,
in some countries, the human catastrophe was on a very high scale and it became an international affair. At the World Congress of Hemophilia, which was held in Brazil during that period, it was underlined that this scandal had affected thousands in many countries and that was a concern for the whole world.
Sujet mondial.
When the first cases of contaminated blood emerged in France in 1985, Laurent Fabius was the Prime Minister. After years of legal battles, charges were brought against him in 1999, but he was acquitted. Now the same politician is the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Very important issue of climate change, climate chaos, and we had, I said that we had 500 days to avoid climate chaos, and I know that President Obama and John Kerry himself are committed.
Similarly, almost all other officials and ministers were freed of all charges.
Donc c'est d'abord un drame humain.
It is above all a human catastrophe, and it shows the malfunctioning in the organization, and it had enormous repercussions. Due to this contaminated blood, we saw the emergence of the HIV all around the world. And this led patients from the world over to arrive in large numbers at international conferences and health ministries and claim their right to safe treatment.
In recent years, the French pharmaceutical and healthcare industry has seen a rise in conflicts of interest, like the mediator pill case which caused deaths. And often, it can take patients and their families years, if not months, to obtain justice. Such long delays and such repetitions of medical and pharmaceutical blunders are a sign that a lot remains to be done. Mr. Proy, Press TV, Paris.